ball.
A los equipos nacionales de Trinidad y Tobago y Puerto Rico para el partido de esta tarde del campeonato sub-20 de la Concacaf femenino. Damas y caballeros, por favor nos ponemos de pie para escuchar los signos nacionales de Trinidad y Tobago, seguido del himno de Puerto Rico.
So much at stake here for both of these teams. A spot in the quarterfinals as we watch Puerto Rico handshake their opposition here in San Cristobal. So much pride as the national anthems finish up, singing proudly, looks of concentration. And now the lineup for Trinidad and Tobago. Afia Cornwall, 5 goals, the captain for this group, followed by Maria Francis Sarant with 2 goals. And Khalil Keshwar back in goal with 6 saves in the 2020 U20 World Cup qualifying. So far, this group led by head coach Richard Hood. Final preparations for this team. Trinidad and Tobago in the red and black kits here today. As we get set for the coin toss, the captain Adilis Vasquez for Puerto Rico, Afia Cornwall for Trinidad and Tobago, and Miriam Marcotte from Canada and her crew will be on the field today. 4th official Tatiana Guzman from Nicaragua. The final handshakes here as we look at the lineup for Puerto Rico. Bellarico Kende scoring the 77th minute goal that propelled Puerto Rico into 3rd place and in this round of 16 game. But Alondra Nieves, one to watch, 3 90-minute games in the back for Puerto Rico. Lots of recovered balls for her. She'll be looking to lead that back line. Final talks here for both teams. Good look at Vasquez there. She leads her group. Christina Roque with the cheer, the goalkeeper. Both groups, sub options here. Maria Cologne, 2 starts off the bench. And off the bench first, Nicaragua. Alexia Ali, the forward for Trinidad and Tobago, may come in here and look to provide some offensive firepower for them in the second half. It's a good look at Alondra Nieves there, the center back for Puerto Rico. And we're underway here in San Cristobal, Dominican Republic. I'm Casey White, excited to be on this call for this round of 16 matchup in the U20 Concacaf Women's World Cup qualifying. Chrissy Michel with the throw in here for Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago getting in on the right-hand side through Arnell Douglas. She looks for the service across. Christina Roque will get her first touch of the game. Adilis Vasquez finds Melina Pardo. Torres with the pressure, but well dealt with by Douglas. Good feet by Prince as she looks to go into the final third for Trinidad and Tobago. Looking to take on Nieves. Well defended by the center back, and it'll be a corner kick for Trinidad and Tobago. First corner kick of the game here early on in the second minute. The left-footed service from Trinidad and Tobago into the area, cleared by Adilis Vasquez. Prince looks to serve back in. Nice little move there, and it's a goal for Afia Cornwall. She does it again, her sixth goal of this tournament. She puts Trinidad and Tobago on top. This service from Prince into the area, dealt well by Cornwall. Gets around Nieves here with a little feint, putting it in the side netting, and the early lead goes to Trinidad and Tobago. Not the start Puerto Rico would be looking for, but plenty of time here in this game to work their way back in it as they play to Christina Roque in the back. Two venues here in this Concacaf tournament for the U20s, San Cristobal, where we currently are, Santo Domingo, Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez, where the other games are being held here in the Dominican Republic. A lot of pressure early here from Trinidad and Tobago, and the save from Christina Roque. Kayla McFarland looks to get on the board herself within the first 5 minutes of the game. McFarland yet to score in this tournament. Looked like she was close to having her first there. It'll be a corner kick for Trinidad and Tobago. Left-footed service, dangerous ball in, header on the ball, but Morales able to clear. Roque finds Julia Rodriguez to Torres. And the pressure of Cornwall too much there, and it'll go the other direction for Puerto Rico. Slight push in the back from Cornwall, not allowing the Puerto Rican back line to have any time to play out. This is Morales looking to go forward for Puerto Rico. Puerto looking to find space. Be another throw in for Puerto Rico. That'll be an offside call on Puerto Rico and a free kick for Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago's pathway to the round of 16, finishing second in Group F behind a very talented Haiti. 2 wins, no draws, 1 loss for 7 points. Secured the second place bid into this round of 16 game. Scoring 8 goals. Giving up 7, but only 2. First place, Haiti. Rodriguez. Looking to find Torres in the wide area. That'll be a throw for Trinidad and Tobago. Puerto does well to win the ball there for Puerto Rico. Torres looks to pressure, but a long service headed by Nieves. Again, looking to find Cornwall. Runs in beyond. Oquendo looking to play out for Puerto Rico under a lot of pressure from the attack, but Pardo able to collect in midfield on the turn. It'll be a throw for Puerto Rico here in the 9th minute. We're in Estadio Panamericano in the round of 16 matchup here. Second one of the day in San Cristobal. Haiti versus Barbados earlier. Haiti advancing with a 12-0 win over Barbados. Cristina Torres does well to keep this for Puerto Rico and earn another throw-in. And our center official will set the free kick for Puerto Rico in a dangerous area. Could be the first real opportunity for Puerto Rico in these first 10 minutes. It's a good look at Cristina Torres there, who just drew the foul. The midfielder for Puerto Rico, Sol. Vasquez looking to play, but a whistle. The captain with the right-footed service into the area, all the way to the back post, and a save there from Keshwar. Pardo unable to keep this in the attacking third for Puerto Rico. This tournament is Puerto Rico's first time in the final phase of Concacaf U20 Women's World Cup qualifying. They're able to advance their first time out into this round of 16, a huge accomplishment for them in their first attempt. It's 1-0 to Trinidad and Tobago here early on in the 11th minute. Trinidad and Tobago gets on top through a goal from Cornwall, her 5th of this tournament. Rivera looks to play it in, but it'll be cleared. Cornwall with the work rate to secure possession. Arnell Douglas recovering to get back into shape here. Trinidad and Tobago pressuring right from the beginning, putting lots of pressure on the back line of Puerto Rico, but well played by Puerto Rico to get out. McFarland, outside of the foot pass to Cornwall, in behind the back line. Well recovered. On the left foot, deflected by Oquendo. Cornwall looking for help in the attacking third. Pascal keeps possession. Long service forward. Okendo there, two-step in. Okendo playing in a center back role for Puerto Rico, but the goal scorer in the last outing that put them through to this round of 16 game. A 1-0 victory over Nicaragua. Rodriguez looks to get forward. Well-timed tackle by Pascal. Foul on Cristina Torres. McFarland. Been busy early, McFarland, as she looks to get in the wide area. Defended by two. Semino there to help Nieves in the corner. Saved for a throw-in for Trinidad and Tobago. Julia Rodriguez not allowing that to go out for another corner kick. Cristina Torres on the ball. The left-footed clearance, and that'll be a handball Puerto Rico's way. These two teams are facing for the first time in this final phase. They've met twice before in qualifying games to get into the final phase, but never here, as this is Puerto Rico's first trip. A long ball over the top for Vasquez, putting the pressure on. Douglas does well to chase that one down. And Trinidad and Tobago will have a throw deep in their end. The foul on Maria Francis Serrant. A combative game so far, and body position of the Puerto Rican player draws the foul on Serrant, and Vasquez will be on the ball for Puerto Rico. A long service into the back of the penalty box, and it's over! Just not able to get over that ball. Okendo looking for her second goal. Completely unmarked in the back post area, but not able to head the ball down towards goal. So far, the two best opportunities for Puerto Rico coming off Vasquez free kicks deep in the end for Trinidad and Tobago. Serrant looking to get forward into the attack. 2 goals so far for Trinidad and Tobago. The second leading goal scorer behind Cornwall. Well played by Rodriguez. Semino loses possession centrally into the feet of Cornwall. A big touch here from Degans. Vasquez chasing all the way back to defend for Puerto Rico. Long throw in, big touch, and it's played across. Serrant not able to connect here And Morales is out the right side. Good feet by Morales to establish possession for Puerto Rico. A long service there, but not able to be wide enough for Torres. Bit of a miscommunication there as most players checking to feet for that ball. Melina Pardo. Torres on her left foot, looking to take on. Little creativity, looks to drop it back to Melina Pardo, and it's in! The tying goal from number 7, Melina Pardo. Gotta love the celebration from the fans. The smile on the face of Melina Pardo. Her first goal in this tournament as she goes to celebrate with the rest of her team. Great work by Cristina Torres, looking to find an unmarked Pardo for the one-time finish to tie this game up. The defenders for Trinidad and Tobago trying to do all they can to step in the way, but unmarked in the box, Pardo puts it away. Julia Rodriguez steps in, a little bit of energy here after that goal. Pardo on the ball. Diaz. Torres, as Rodriguez gets around her. Long service centrally, but unable to connect. Diaz picks it up in midfield. Rivera. Cleared by Fernandez for Trinidad and Tobago. Aaliyah Prince, well done to get out of midfield and draw the foul for Trinidad and Tobago. There's the goal scorer right there, the equalizer from Melina Pardo, the North Carolina native, freshman at UNC Wilmington. A little energized by that goal and commits the foul there in the attacking half is Pardo. We're in the 20th minute. Trinidad and Tobago versus Puerto Rico, 1-1. An exciting game here early on. Both teams looking to create opportunities. Chrissy Mitchell looks to find Serrant, who applies pressure on Morales, but she's able to draw the foul. Morales, good body position there. And our official all over that call as Vasquez looks to play forward. Peshwar has done well to come out and make sure there's no danger from that ball in behind. Entering the 21st minute, it is 1-1 here on a third minute goal from Cornwall and an 18-minute equalizer from Melina Pardo. This is Cornwall here looking to get in. This is a great matchup with her and Nieves. Coming across to cover is Okendo, but it's on the right foot. She keeps possession. Okendo keeps her feet, and Cornwall unable to get that opportunity on frame. You can see the work rate and tenacity of Afia Cornwall on display here early. Trinidad and Tobago establishes possession in midfield. Great feet there by Prince. Semino. Well collected by Pardo coming off the back line. looking to bring numbers into the attack. Each time a girl joins football, the world takes a strike towards equality. If you empower a girl, you empower a community to fight for their dreams. Concacaf W, we belong. Torres, great footwork. Melina Pardo in her second start here today. Shot, but it's going to go wide of the goal. Not enough to test Keshwar. Khalil Keshwar has made 6 saves in this tournament for Trinidad and Tobago, a player that's gotten an opportunity with the senior women, first in 2016. Mary Frances Sarant looking to take on herself. Looking for a teammate on the overlap. DeGans keeps her feet on a sliding attempt there from Rivera to defend, and it's out for a goal kick. Roque looks to play short. Ball switch to Rodriguez. Puerto Rico looking for the long service early on in this game. Good play to get Puerto Rico out the right side in possession in the middle third. The long ball down the line for Morales. Looks to get across, good feet, good composure. Plays it here, Vasquez on frame, and it's a goal for the lead! The captain, Idalise Vasquez. Crazy celebrations on the sideline, having fun, and Puerto Rican fans are happy. The captain, Idalise Vasquez, puts the Puerto Rican team on top here against Trinidad and Tobago. Morales doing well, so composed, finding the open player again, unmarked in the box, similar to the first goal. Gets her head up, finds the captain on her right foot, lifts it above Keshwar to take the lead here. You can hear the fans celebrating that second goal by Puerto Rico as they look to get in for a third. Torres down the line. The attempt at the tackle, Mitchell, ball's across. Pardo looks to clean it up for Puerto Rico and fouled by Sarant. This will be a free kick in a dangerous area. Not happy with that call. A little bit of fire here from Trinidad and Tobago after giving up that goal, but clear foul on Sarant. Keshwar will organize the wall. She knows how dangerous this central set piece could be. Semino discusses with Vasquez and Ana Diaz. Looks like they're set to go. Oh, they tried to go quick on that one. A little creativity, but it's been called back. Looks like it'll be Ana Diaz. Set up to take this with her right foot. Only a 3-man wall. She looks to go on frame, but that one lifts over the right side of the crossbar. Ana Diaz in her 4th start here. Started all 4 games so far for Puerto Rico. Goes for goal after a very crafty attempt before, if not called back by the whistle of our center official. But that one goes over the goal as Puerto Rico establishes possession here. Ana Diaz looks to clean it up here. Morales to Puerto. Not a lot of space, but Puerto working her way out of there. Playing with confidence since that first goal. Well read by the back line of Trinidad and Tobago. Puerto Rico advancing here in 3rd place finish in Group D. They won their 3rd game 1-0 over Nicaragua to ensure that 3rd place finish and a place in the knockout rounds. Cristina Torres putting a lot of pressure on Chrissy Mitchell. Chrissy Mitchell not making an attempt to get up and will be called. The defender sitting on the ball there a little too long. And now it'll be a free kick here for Puerto Rico. Vasquez here, they'll play short. It's on her right foot, looking to get it on frame. Cleared up and out of play, but spinning out of bounds for a corner kick for Puerto Rico. The quick free kick here, and that is dangerous. Luckily for Trinidad and Tobago, it goes out of play. The service here from Vasquez to the far post. Semino looking to go for it. Cornwall collects, and she'll take on Rivera 1v1. Rivera trying to dispossess her, and she goes again. Cornwall showing her athleticism. It's on her left foot. She's made it to the penalty area. Takes 3 defenders to stop her. You can see the strength of Cornwall. Gagans out the right side. Chrissy Mitchell connecting with McFarland in the midfield. Players will come over for the cooling break here as we enter the 31st minute. And here's the goal that got everything started by Afia Cornwall, able to take down that ball from Prince to put Trinidad and Tobago on top 1-0 early on in the game. And then Cristina Torres goes in line, able to find Melina Pardo, and a great one-time finish from Melina Pardo from about 8 yards out. That's the equalizer for Puerto Rico. And then the go-ahead goal, Morales getting in the wide space, finding again an open player in Vasquez. The captain putting this one away here in the first half for the lead 2-1. Just able to lift it near post past the arms of Keshwar. Coach Elias Yabres speaking to his players, the Puerto Rican fans, generating some atmosphere here for the players. It's a good look at Melina Pardo, who scored the equalizer here. A lot of the play early on to Trinidad and Tobago, and still look to be dangerous through Cornwall and McFarland, but Puerto Rico getting much more of the game now as they're bursting with confidence after getting those 2 first half goals thus far. Cornwall on the turn. The captain looking to go in line. Well defended, and Roque will help out Semino there. Okendo looks to take the space. As a player in these high-stakes games, important to manage the change of emotions, up and down goals. Prince with the foul on Cristina Torres. Torres saving this, and just a late challenge right there on the left ankle. Good to see Torres pop up quick from that tough challenge. A ball over the top to Italy's Vasquez, taking it off the chest. Well defended by Pascal. Diaz, good feet, looking to slip in Pardo. Unable to capitalize on that ball. Long service in, Diaz looks to come from her midfield position, but out of her reach into the hands of Keshwar. Win by Vasquez in midfield. And the pressure from Pardo as it's cleared to safety. Torres on her left foot. A little hesitation, gets around the outside. Great ball across. Julia Rodriguez looking to step in there, but McFarland will put that out for a throw-in. Corner kick to Puerto Rico. Good look at Gabrielle Semino. She's the leading scorer for Puerto Rico so far in this tournament. Started as center back, now playing in midfield, but scored 2 goals early on in the tournament. The service is across 2 feet. Well defended by Pascal, and they're going to look to transition here. Rivera cuts this out and keeps possession here. Lost in midfield to McFarland. Cornwall takes on 1. Takes on 2. On her left foot, and she looks to strike this on goal. Just wide there of the goal as Roque seemed to have that corner covered. But you can see the attacking strength of Afia Cornwall. Head coach Richard Hood has been trying to improve the transitions and the intensity going forward of Trinidad and Tobago, taking advantage of the counterattacks. And when you have a player like Cornwall, there's always danger. She lets that one go through, covered by Nieves. And Fernandez will clean this up as Trinidad and Tobago looks to establish possession in their defending half. Good run by Prince, getting around the outside. McFarland looks for a service, but Roque able to deal with that one. Puerto Rico, 3 really tight games in Group D. A 2-1 loss to Mexico, a 2-1 loss to Guyana, and then their 1-0 victory versus Nicaragua to ensure their spot here today in San Cristobal. Ana Diaz. And that'll roll out for a goal kick for Trinidad and Tobago here in the 38th minute. Prince looks to go forward. Very effective getting in that space on the sides of the holding mid, Semino. But Puerto Rico able to get the ball back, and now they're looking to go forward through Melina Pardo. Mitchell. Good composure by Okendo. Good awareness, understanding she can head that back to Roque. Roque content to keep the ball at her feet. Rodriguez finds Vasquez. Rodriguez again. To Pardo. And Mitchell will play it safe with that one as Torres was pressuring her immediately. Handball called on Melina Pardo. See this again as it just pops up off her right arm there, and Trinidad and Tobago will start play again. Cornwall, nice soft touch there to keep possession, puts it on her right foot, going past Nieves, big touch, and Roque aware and quick to snuff that one out as Cornwall pushes it past the back line of Puerto Rico. Just a smaller touch, and that would have been very dangerous. So much at stake here. Both teams looking to advance to the quarterfinals on Wednesday, where they'll face the winner of Mexico and Grenada. We're in the 41st minute. Puerto Rico has a 2-1 lead over Trinidad and Tobago. Pardo and Vasquez both contributing here today after the initial goal from Cornwall to take the lead for Trinidad and Tobago. Pardo clipped from behind here near midfield. In other Concacaf Women's U20 qualifying action, Mexico leads Grenada right now in the first half. Puerto Rico or Trinidad and Tobago would face the winner of that game. Long punt here over the head of Julia Rodriguez of Puerto Rico. Semino looking to change the point through Rivera. As this half has gone on, Puerto Rico has established the majority of possession at 57%. Trinidad and Tobago started quick, getting that early goal, putting a lot of pressure, but Puerto Rico has settled in for their first time in the round of 16. Good work defensively by Morales, but she'll be called for the foul here as she tries to chase down Serrant. A little too much of a shove there, and it'll be a free kick going the other direction. Puerto Rico's back line holding the top of the penalty area. Service into the back post. Well covered by Cristina Torres, and it pops to Degans. Pascal swings it to the right. Chrissy Mitchell. Left-footed service across. It's dangerous, and Cornwall puts it away. No one there to track Afia Cornwall. And that is her second of the game, and a huge goal here right before halftime for Trinidad and Tobago. A good ball here by Mitchell across, and just no marking in the box from the Puerto Rican players as both Prince and Cornwall left wide open, but it's the captain that puts it away. That's 7 goals in this tournament for Afia Cornwall. Currently, Dubonnet of Haiti with 10 goals. Mia Fischel of the United States with 8. And Afia Cornwall now with 7 in this round of 16 game. 2 here. A ball in behind, and the offside flag is up. Morales looking to get in a little early there from her right wing position. Morales has played both the 7 and 6 position for Puerto Rico across the tournament. Very versatile player. Got the assist on the second goal here today for Puerto Rico. Throw in here for Trinidad and Tobago, deep in the Puerto Rican end. Serrant looks to start play over. And our fourth officials indicated a minimum of 1 minute of extra time added here in the first half. Roque will scoop this one up and distribute to Okendo. Trinidad and Tobago looking content to let this one play out here. Nieves. Just a mistouch there by Nieves. Rare for the center back. And perhaps Trinidad and Tobago will push to look for one more opportunity here. Pascal on the ball. Degans. Prince. Looking to get it on her right foot. Morales. And there's the whistle to end the first half here in San Cristobal. Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago A 2-2 tie as we go into halftime. 2 goals from Afia Cornwall. In the 3rd minute and the 43rd minute, Melina Pardo, Idalise Vasquez, 2 goals for Puerto Rico. An entertaining first half, end to end. 4 total goals here in this round of 16. Stick with us. Halftime highlights will be coming up right after this. A tight matchup here in San Cristobal. The first half, an entertaining one as Cornwall would get Trinidad and Tobago on the board early. A great finish from Afia Cornwall. Torres getting around the outside here. Left-footed ball to Melina Pardo, a one-time finish. The lead wouldn't last long for Trinidad and Tobago as Melina Pardo equalizes off of her right foot and celebrates accordingly with her teammates. Morales, great composure here to find the right foot of Idalise Vasquez. The captain with the scoring touch for the go-ahead goal for Puerto Rico, and they would keep the lead for a while in this first half. And then this ball by Chrissy Mitchell. The right-footed finish from Afia Cornwall, 2 in the game. She would bag the brace here. Prince open in the box as well, but Afia Cornwall with the finish for Trinidad and Tobago. Puerto Rico establishing possession at 57%. 6 shots, though, for Trinidad and Tobago to the 5 for Puerto Rico. 8 fouls for Trinidad, 5 for Puerto Rico, and even in corner kicks. This is what you want as a viewer for a round of 16 matchup here. Estadio Panamericano. A great matchup so far. Stick around for the second half kickoff. You won't want to miss this. A back and forth first half here in Estadio Panamericano. 2-2, Trinidad and Tobago and Puerto Rico, both showing they can attack here in this round of 16 contest. As the players re-enter the field for the second half, last minute talks between players, huddling up, figuring out their plan as they go into the second half to attempt to advance to the quarterfinals. Trinidad and Tobago would get on the board early with the first goal by Cornwall, but Puerto Rico, 2 unanswered goals to go ahead, and then another goal by Cornwall to equalize and send us into halftime. Both teams getting ready here. And now the second half is underway in San Cristobal, Dominican Republic. Concacaf Women's U20 World Cup qualifying. I'm Casey White on the call, loving this close match and excited to be here with you as Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago try to break this deadlock here. Quick feet by Puerto. Oquendo dealing with the pressure of Cornwall. Penetrating ball in. Puerto to Morales, to Puerto. Just a heavy ball there. Puerto unable to get on the end of that pass from Morales. Keshwar with the kick into Prince's feet. Mitchell tackled by Cristina Torres. A great matchup on that side of the field in the first half and continues to be the same here in the early goings of the second. Well recovered by Oquendo after that first touch to Rivera. Puerto Rico will continue to go down the right side. One of the goal scorers for Puerto Rico in the first half, Melina Pardo, with a one-time finish from 8 yards out. Morales. Aaliyah Prince, number 19, has been busy for Trinidad and Tobago. Very quick player, a player at North Texas Community College. She also had 2 appearances as a substitute, but started today here in the round of 16 for Coach Richard Hood. And our center official will speak to both players, Prince and Rodriguez. Semino defends for Puerto Rico, but McFarland comes away with it. Prince looking to find Serrant on the backside. Morales. Be a throw to Puerto Rico, and they'll go quick. Fernandez wins possession for Trinidad and Tobago. Possession going to Puerto Rico, the advantage in the first half. But quite even here as we start the second half as both teams feel each other out. The World Cup in 2020 will be held in Costa Rica and Panama. 2 berths at stake here in this tournament in the Dominican Republic as Costa Rica and Panama have it as host nations, and Cornwall takes the ball from Nieves. Waiting for numbers to join. Well defended by Semino. Degans. Off the left foot of Douglas, will be out of play for a Puerto Rico throw-in. The head coach for Trinidad and Tobago urging his players on, known to really value the defending side and the work ethic portion of the game. Urging Serrant and Pascal on this left side to defend. Edilis Vasquez, and you can just see the defending right there from Degans as she recovers. Federico Oquendo has switched to the left side of the center backs. Plays the ball over the top. Played out to safety by Chrissy Mitchell. Torres looking for the left-footed service. Keshwar will clean that up for Trinidad and Tobago. No real opportunities yet in this first 7 minutes and counting for these two teams, but 2 goals each in the first half. 11 total shots between the two teams. Nieves playing Rivera out to the right. Puerto Rico content to start their build-up over again through Oquendo on the left side. The second ball won by Torres. And again, Torres. Long service to Semino, running in behind. Semino not quite able to make that diagonal run to intercept that ball. And a long punt here from Keshwar to Serrant. Little shirt tug there by Rivera. Well defended by the outside back. Pascal. Rodriguez looking for the clearance, but kept in the final third by Degans. A long ball over the top to Cornwall. Flag stays down. And it's wide. One-on-one with Christina Roque, and Cornwall not able to get her half trick in this game yet. A well-timed run by Afia Cornwall, and just opens up and mishits this finish. Nobody close to the center forward, but unable to convert here in the 55th minute. Puerto Rico in this tournament has had a very consistent lineup. 4 games in 8 days, a lot of minutes under their belt. 16 of their players on this roster have been used. It's a turnover here from Morales. She looks for the early opportunity as Keshwar was out of goal. Diaz. That one will go against Diaz as both players fighting for possession of that ball. Trinidad and Tobago, a bit of a different approach. Last game versus Haiti sat 7 of their starters from the previous 2 games. 2-2 here in the 56th minute. A brace from Afia Cornwall and goals from Puerto and Vasquez for Puerto Rico. Prince taking on 2 Puerto Rican defenders. Degans keeping possession in the attacking half for Trinidad and Tobago. Douglas. As Morales chases it down, a long ball forward for Sarant. She spins and she's in on the left side. Quick feet, not able to get off the shot attempt. Douglas looking to play a left-footed service in, but mishit, and Roque will clean it up for Puerto Rico. Roster management, a huge thing for a head coach here in these tournaments with so many games in so little time. Remain to be seen how that works out for both of these teams with 2 different approaches. A consistent lineup across 3 games for Puerto Rico. Lots of changes for Trinidad and Tobago in those first 3 games. Diaz asking for the ball, but it'll go to Morales. Pardo in behind. Takes on Fernandez. Recovered, but out to Gabriel Semino. Will that ball stay in? Yes, Torres able to keep it. Back to her left foot. And deflected for a corner kick. It looks like they will say it already went out of bounds. And Miriam Marcotte corrects herself here. The Canadian center official points to the corner flag. And Ana Diaz will make her way for this corner kick. The service into the center of the box, headed down, but Keshwar able to scoop it up as 3 Puerto Rican players not able to communicate there on that opportunity. Semino on the turn. Trinidad and Tobago, the edge in shots here today, 7-5. Puerto Rico, the edge in ball possession at 57%. Pascal looks to chase this down, unable to keep it in play. Cornwall looking to go forward. Cornwall drawing a lot of defenders here. They'll recirculate out the other side. Mitchell on the ball here for Trinidad. Prince able to get away from Julia Rodriguez. Looking for the cross. Roque doesn't allow an opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago in the penalty area. But Prince very effective getting around the outside. Morales going the other direction. And we will have a substitution for Trinidad and Tobago. Number 12, Kayla McFarland will come out and make way for number 10, Alexia Ali. The 61st minute substitution sees Kayla McFarland come out of the game. A good attacking presence for Trinidad and Tobago. Ali has appeared in all 3 games. She's had 2 starts and 1 substitution appearance as she joins into the midfield for Trinidad and Tobago. Corner kick here for Puerto Rico. Nieves, the center back, is forward for this corner kick opportunity in the 62nd minute. Left-footed service. Not able to get their head on it, but Melina Pardo works to keep it in. Well defended by Ali. Melina Pardo trying to keep Trinidad and Tobago in their defending end, but the foul is called. Rodriguez. A lot of pressure on in the wide channel from Puerto Rico, and they come out with the ball. "26 teams entered into qualifying, with the top 16 having a straight berth into the final phase based on their Concacaf ranking. Both these teams in that top 16. Both advancing out of group, which 12 teams did, so proving they're in the top 12, getting here today. Ball's played into Melina Pardo, but out of her reach as the back line of Trinidad and Tobago recovers well. A substitution here for Puerto Rico in the 64th minute. Number 8, Maria Cologne, will come in for number 9, Ana Diaz. Maria Cologne getting her first touch on the ball. She's had 2 starts so far in the campaign here in the Dominican Republic. The 18-year-old has played critical minutes for Puerto Rico across the first 4 games, 2 as a sub, 2 games in a starting role. Puerto Rico drops back into a 5-4-1 defending shape to deal with the attack of Trinidad and Tobago. Cornwall so strong on the turn here, able to keep possession. Goes back to her right foot. Looks to take on. Finally taken away by Gabrielle Semino. It's 1 against 4 in the back for Melina Pardo and unable to keep it. Just no support there for possession, and Prince going the other direction. Prince works to get it across, cut out by Bellarica Okendo, and cleared. Puerto Rico having a tough time back to pressure from their front runners to establish possession. Transitional moments have proven so key in this game. Julia Rodriguez, 3 90-minute games coming into this one in qualifying. 2-2 here in the 66th minute between Trinidad and Tobago and Puerto Rico. Ball's played in, Douglas defending. Clears away before Morales can put any more pressure on her. Torres looking to get into the 18. Miscleared at first. Now it's cleared out. Sarant with the block. And Cornwall looking to counterattack. Cologne working back defensively. Defended the initial challenge, but just so strong from Afia Cornwall. Misplaced pass, but uses her body well. Very hard to defend for Puerto Rico. Crowd does not like that call. But either way, it's going to go in the direction of Trinidad and Tobago. Miriam Marcotte having a conversation with Gabrielle Semino. Lexia Ali, her opposition in this defensive set piece for Puerto Rico. A high long service into a dangerous area headed by Okendo. Not quite cleared out by Semino yet. Mitchell unable to keep her footing, and it'll be a throw for Puerto Rico. A little slip there from Mitchell as she looks to trap Puerto Rico in their end, but unsuccessful. Semino has played the last 2 games in that 6 role for Puerto Rico, as Okendo taking her place on the back line, getting Semino, the goal scorer, higher up the field by just a little bit. This is Cologne to Rivera. A Tough ball there as Prince steps in, using her speed to intercept that pass, and a good tackle from Okendo. This is Torres. Ball played across, it drops down to Morales. Morales looking to take on Douglas, and she'll earn a corner kick for Puerto Rico. This will be the 5th corner kick for Puerto Rico in a half so far being played in the midfield third, but here's an opportunity for Puerto Rico. Ball's played across, this one's high. Keshwar able to bring that one in. Cornwall. Plays into Prince's feet. Well-timed tackle by Prince. Just not allowing Julia Rodriguez to play out. The defense is absolutely suffocating from Prince there in that moment. Long service in, Sarant. Sarant, 2 goals in the tournament already. Looking for a third, but the header won't challenge Christina Roque. These two teams, although haven't played in the Concacaf U20 World Cup qualifying, did play in a friendly just leading up to this tournament in which Trinidad and Tobago won 3-0. It just shows what can happen when there's something huge at stake for both of these nations. Puerto Rico rising to the challenge in their first attempt in World Cup qualifying for the U20s in the final phase. Torres draws the foul on Prince. There'll be a set piece deep in the end of Trinidad and Tobago. Vasquez will be on the service here for Puerto Rico. The captain, 1 goal today for her side. The right-footed service, bending in. Keshwar dominant in her area, looking for the early throw, but it's not on. Instead, looking for the punt to Cornwall. 1 versus 3 there at the back. Cornwall's proven she can take on a lot of defenders, but doesn't win that battle. It's a cooling break here in San Cristobal. The players coming over as we're in the final 17 minutes of regulation in this one. A tight battle between Trinidad and Tobago and Puerto Rico. Closing in on the last bit of time here, trying to find the go-ahead goal that would propel one of these teams into the quarterfinals. Mexico is leading Grenada 9-1, and the winner of this game would face them in the quarterfinals. Football knows no gender. Football knows tenacity. This is your open invitation to get off the sidelines and get in the conversation. Concacaf W, we belong. Both coaching staffs taking that opportunity during the cooling break to continue to motivate their team. A time to motivate them, but also some tactical knowledge as they push into these last minutes here in regulation. Outside of the foot to Morales from Cologne. Rivera. Good interchange there from Cologne. And that'll just spin into the path of Fernandez. Cologne. Puerto looks to slip it in to Morales. Semino, miss hit off the left foot, but it goes to Torres. Defended by Mitchell and the clearance. Akendo back to Rodriguez. Looking to find space in midfield to the feet of Pardo. Sarant presses forward. Cornwall not on the same page as Sarant there. You can see the fire from the center forward. Torres takes a big touch down the line, plays it across, a dangerous ball. Morales looking to get on the backside, but Douglas puts that out of play for a corner kick. Cologne jogs over to take the corner kick for Puerto Rico. Looks to be a long service as all their players are in the penalty area. Ball served across. Kept in by Semino. Rodriguez plays safely there with Cornwall pressing. Rivera. Looking for Prince. The quick winger here gets it to her left foot. Defended by Rivera. And a confrontation there, but no call, and it'll be a goal kick for Puerto Rico. Prince slows down a little here, trying to draw a foul. Some contact, but we're back in play here in the 78th minute in this round of 16 matchup. 2-2, Trinidad and Tobago versus Puerto Rico. It's a tight one here in the second half. All 4 goals coming in the first half, and that's a turnover. Morales looks to take on, Douglas recovering. Pascal providing cover there for Douglas in the wide channel. After the giveaway from Pascal. Pardo. And again, a throw in. And that will be for Trinidad and Tobago. Kept in by Italise Vasquez. Prince looks to counterattack. Bursting through midfield. 4 versus 3 with 2 chasing. And that ball will allow Puerto Rico to recover. Sarant looking for the long service. It bounces to Ali. Puerto Rico with their defensive shape. Douglas. Torres looking to get past Mitchell, but Pascal able to step in and stop that attack. Still going, Pascal. Semino with the left-footed clearance. Puerto looking to change the point. Morales. Can she go 1v1? Pulls it back. And Trinidad and Tobago able to recover here. Rivera looking for the service in behind, but no runners. As the body position of both Puerto Rican attackers was not looking to go in behind there. Keshwar will send Rivera chasing, and Prince just been a nuisance all day in that attacking half for Trinidad and Tobago. Ali's on the ball, looking for the opportunity. And Sarant will chase it down. Pushes inside. Sarant gets it back on her right foot, looking for the opportunity, and that's going to be over the crossbar. The 8th shot for Trinidad and Tobago. 5 on frame, including their 2 goals so far. As we enter the last 10 minutes of regulation, 5 teams have secured their place in the quarterfinals. Jamaica with a 9-1 win over Bermuda yesterday. Pascal with the good defending here. Taking on Cologne, looking to get around the outside. Well defended by Cologne. Saves the corner and then draws the hard foul from Pascal. And that'll be a yellow card given to Aaliyah Pascal. Cologne shows some composure here to play out first to the ball and takes a hard tackle there. Haiti securing the 5th spot into the quarterfinals after a 12-0 victory over Barbados, joining Canada, the United States, Dominican Republic, and Jamaica. And Mexico now up 11-1 against Grenada, finishing off their game in order to be the 6th team to go into the quarterfinals. A close one here, 2-2. Puerto looking to be creative there to avert pressure. Does well to get out of space there. And again, looks to play to the back post area, cleared by Mitchell. The game starts to open up here in the final minutes. If this score were to remain tied through regulation, we'd have 2 extra time periods, 15 minutes each. If still tied at that point, we would go to a penalty shootout. Sarant able to deal with the pressure there of Rodriguez. Akendo starts the attack the other direction. Italy's Vasquez to Akendo. Akendo not able to withstand the pressure there of Pascal, looking for the early ball in behind the Puerto Rican back line, but Semino does well to fill in and Roque to come out. A scary ball there by Semino. Powerful forward, Cornwall putting on pressure. And a miscommunication there with their movement. Prince has 1 goal so far. She's been busy today in the attack for Trinidad and Tobago, playing both on the right and left side. DeGans. A little slip ball in behind. Ali looking to run on. Isn't able to connect under the pressure of Bellarica Okendo, but great interchange between Cornwall and Ali. Cornwall draws so much attention that Puerto Rico's back line unable to stay with Ali, but not able to connect. And a free kick for Puerto Rico. Semino with the service. She goes for the frame. Keshwar able to bring that down with her height. The quick punch by the goalkeeper. It's 2-2 here in San Cristobal. We start the 86th minute. A brace from Cornwall, 1 from Pardo, 1 from Vasquez, the captain. Slip ball in behind. The attempt is foiled by the back line of Puerto Rico. Pascal able to keep it. Brings in Mitchell. This ball slips in behind to Saran. She's on her right foot. What a save by Christina Roque here in the 86th minute. The back line of Puerto Rico bends but doesn't break as Christina Roque to the rescue. Corner kick here, but what a save by Roque. Sarant looks to go low. Roque reads it, and this will be out for a corner kick for Trinidad and Tobago. Left-footed service here. That one bends in to the near side netting, out of bounds for a goal kick, but Puerto Rico escapes a scary opportunity there from Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago still pressuring the back line for Puerto Rico. Unable to clear is Rivera. These final moments, details so critical as a player in this environment. Remains to be seen how much added time will be put on here. Rivera steps in at midfield. And a tackle by Prince. Ali looking to get out of pressure, and she does. Successful there by Ali, but now Puerto Rico wins it back. Pardo to Morales. Rivera. We're in the 89th minute here. Take a look at head coach Richard Hood for Trinidad and Tobago. Mitchell looking for the long service. Trying to find Cornwall. She already has 2 goals on the day. Ali slipping the ball through. Rivera recovering. Oh, and Prince slips to the right foot of Cornwall. Cimino does well to contain. And the service towards the goal. That'll go wide as Cornwall tries to create another opportunity. Puerto Rico looking to combine down the left side. Be a throw in for Puerto Rico as Melina Pardo goes down in the wide area. Rivera looking to play out to the right side. Lots of open space for Morales, but a turnover there in midfield, and Prince is off, and it's a 1v1 battle here. Okendo able to get that out to safety, but it's another turnover. It's a 2v2 at the back. Not a good situation here for Puerto Rico in the final seconds. Prince looking to find feet. A collision in the box. Both look down. Right footed shot, and it's over! Cornwall with a great opportunity. 2 minutes of stoppage time will be added on here at minimum, but with this injury, it remains to be seen. A strange collision there in the box, but here's Cornwall working her magic to get just a half chance opportunity, a little bit of space. And that could have been the winner, but it goes high. Take a look at Gabrielle Cimino, who took a hit there. Cimino will have to step out after seeking medical attention, and Puerto Rico will be down a player here as Cimino jogged around for re-entry. Roque with the goal kick. Looks to play it towards midfield. Pardo with the pressure. Long service. It's created opportunities for them. Cimino's back on. Mitchell pushing forward to Pascal, looking to find Cornwall. Okendo playing Roque. A lot of composure with that pressure coming at her, and Puerto Rico does well. A dangerous ball across the middle to Prince. Cologne to Vasquez. And Morales will take the big touch to try to get around Prince. And a foul is called on Prince, as it looks like this game may be going to the extra time periods. And that's the final whistle here in San Cristobal. It will be extra time to determine the winner here in Estadio Panamericano, this round of 16 matchup between Trinidad and Tobago and Puerto Rico. 2 goals from the captain Afia Cornwall in the 3rd minute, the 43rd minute. Melina Pardo had the equalizer in the 18th minute, and Idalis Vasquez scoring in the 24th. There'll be a 5-minute period break here for both teams to rejuvenate before going into 2 extra time periods. 15 minutes each will be played no matter what. If still tied at the end of that 30 minutes, there'll be another 5-minute break, and then to the penalty shootout. The players are looking to recover here. We'll be back with our extra time periods right after this. It's a 2-2 tie here so far between Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago. 2 15-minute overtime periods coming up here for a place in the quarterfinal match versus Mexico. Mexico, the 12-1 winners over Grenada. Played over in Santo Domingo, the other of these two venues here in the round of 16. Both teams taking as much advantage as they can of that 5-minute break between regulation and extra time. Miriam Marcotte waits for the signal to get these periods underway. And here we go. The first 15-minute period here in extra time. Cristina Torres gets in early for Puerto Rico, plays the ball across to the foot of Maria Cologne. And that one goes over. Puerto Rico wastes no time in generating a scoring opportunity. Both goals that Puerto Rico has scored have been on that slotted ball across. The marking in the box for Trinidad and Tobago, leaving them open. The same thing happens there, but Cologne not able to convert. Cornwall applying pressure up top for Trinidad and Tobago. Ali, been a bright spot since entering the game in the second half for Trinidad and Tobago. A big ball to the head of Nieves, unable to clear all the way. Rivera under immense pressure from Ali. Prince taking her time on the throw, and she'll leave that for Douglas. Foul, Trinidad and Tobago. As Semino goes down, taking her time to get up. And our center official will signal to the trainer to come on, the medical staff to take a look at Gabrielle Semino. The throw in here as Semino looks to clear and just steps gingerly after that clearance. So many minutes played by these Puerto Rican players. A very consistent lineup in the starting group. Just a few changes throughout the 4 games so far, but a lot of minutes. And they're growing within the game as you see the substitutes start to warm up, not knowing if Gabrielle Semino will be able to continue. And the fatigue factor could be a separator here in this game. Puerto Rico will be a player down here as Semino is checked out on the sideline. Important as a player to understand the time of the game, being down a player, and what that means for both sides. Can Trinidad and Tobago look to take advantage of that opportunity, and can Puerto Rico withstand the pressure and play smart? And they look to go forward, even being a player down. Melina Pardo getting the right-footed shot off, but doesn't challenge Keshwar. The high bounce dealt with well by Rivera. Prince still running hard for Trinidad and Tobago. It'll be a throw in for Puerto Rico. Pascal settles it down after a second attempt here in the 95th minute. Prince looking to play the ball in behind. Cornwall bearing down on Oquendo, but well dealt with there by the center back as Rodriguez goes the other direction. Cristina Torres. A sliding challenge from Mitchell gives a throw in to Puerto Rico. 11 shots from Trinidad and Tobago so far in this game, just 7 for Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rico with the 57% possession, and that's been how the game has gone. The foul right around midfield on Puerto Rico. And we'll have a substitution here for Gabriel Semino, number 5, who just went down about a minute ago. Number 19, Kaeleen Almeida, coming into the game. She's been a substitute in all 3 previous games. Ball served towards the back line of Puerto Rico. Missed clearance as the legs start to show a bit of fatigue. But perhaps Almeida can infuse some energy into the Puerto Rican squad. Cristina Torres able to take it away from Mitchell. Ball into Almeida, the substitute. Well cleared by Fernandez of Trinidad and Tobago. Cristina Torres looking to take on. Service to the back of the area. Keshwar. She cuts out that cross, makes sure no opportunity for Puerto Rico in the 97th minute. Still some distance on that punt for Keshwar. Cologne looks to take it herself, but defended well by Degans. And the clearance from Mitchell. The bounce always causes trouble for defenders. Cornwall able to get this on her left foot. 2 defenders right now defending Cornwall, and it takes 2 to get the ball away from her. Melina Pardo wins the ball in midfield. And there'll be a substitution for Trinidad and Tobago. Number 13, Megan Remprasad, in for number 6, Aaliyah Pascal. Megan Remprasad has 2 starts in this tournament as well. So someone that Trinidad and Tobago will look to come in and show her experience in these late minutes of this round of 16 matchup. Long ball over the top, Sarant not making it easy for Oquendo to play out. Torres looks to change the point, but just too far, tired legs. Sarant called for the handball. A quick ball out to the right for Rivera. Almeida. The fresh legs of Almeida looking to go at the back line of Trinidad and Tobago. Tackled well by Fernandez. Douglas will see that one out for a corner kick for Puerto Rico. A substitute for each side. They have to be chomping at the bit here as legs are tired, they're fresh, wanting to be the difference here in this round of 16 game, sending them to the quarterfinals. Cologne with the high service to the middle of the area, but no test for Keshwar, as she has been solid in goal all day long here. Being able to keep Puerto Rico off the board in the second half and this extra time period thus far. It'll be Puerto Rico ball. We're in the 101st minute here. We're in extra time, 2-2, Trinidad and Tobago versus Puerto Rico. 4 goals in the first half, but a scoreless second half sends this group to extra time. Almeida brings that ball down. Puerto looking to play in combination, tries to get her out of it. And Puerto has dropped into midfield for Puerto Rico once Almeida came into the game. Started off the goal scoring for the Puerto Rican side. Torres draws the free kick. Sarant with the foul there, deep in their defensive half. Melina Pardo jogs over as it looks like she will get set to take this set piece. Pardo with the right-footed service. A little far out there, but Akendo keeps it alive. Back to Pardo's right foot. Deflected out by Mitchell for a corner kick. And Puerto Rico is putting the pressure on in this first extra time period. This is the first extra time game in the knockout rounds of Concacaf Women's U20 World Cup qualifying. Trinidad and Tobago set to defend this corner kick. The right-footed ball and the challenge from Torres. A weird bounce, but cleared by Fernandez. So often set pieces can be the difference in any game, but especially as fatigue sets in. The mentality of these players has to stay strong to make sure they're organized, get all the little details right here as the clock ticks away. Torres with the tackle. And the late challenge there by Ramprasad. Vasquez jogs over, still with energy to take this set piece. Avoids the initial challenge here, and then little shirt tug and trip to make sure Torres doesn't get in behind. Little gamesmanship by Ali there. She tosses the ball. And Trinidad and Tobago defending deep in their area. The service comes across. She's going to test the keeper on this one. Keshwar up to the challenge for Trinidad and Tobago. Unable to get out is Trinidad and Tobago, cleared there by Pascal. We're in the 105th minute here Really, this first extra time period going Puerto Rico's way. Nothing to show for it on the score line, but Almeida looking to cross here. A touch from Cologne. Can she get it on frame? It's blocked by Douglas. Douglas going the other way, no call. Vasquez, well taken defensively by Vasquez, just getting in the path of Douglas's run. Prince covering for Douglas, looking to play out here from the left back position. And now we see the captain Cornwall looking to create something. Ramprasad looking to bend the ball behind. It's a dangerous ball to Sarant. Nieves and Roque able to touch that one around. Really the only opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago in this extra time period, but it's a good one. Nieves defending, but Sarant still able to get the shot off. And Roque puts that over the end line and keeps it out of the goal for Puerto Rico. A rare opportunity in this first 15-minute period for Trinidad and Tobago. The long service to the backside. Mitchell a little late. And that'll be the whistle to signal the end of this first extra time period. We are still even at 2-2. Trinidad and Tobago 2, Puerto Rico 2. Puerto Rico asserting a bit of dominance in that first extra time period as Miriam Marcotte signals to the players to switch ends quickly. But not before they jog over, get a little bit of water, mostly a break, not a lot of time as a coach to give too much information. But helping these players emotionally, helping them mentally stay locked in during this international game. We'll have a sub here for Trinidad and Tobago. Number 20, Tori Paul, coming into the game for Aaliyah Prince. Aaliyah Prince has been extremely effective in these first 105 minutes, but Tori Paul enters into that wing position on the left side, the 17-year-old from Charlotte, North Carolina. Hoping to be the difference here in this second extra time period. This will be a free kick for Trinidad and Tobago. Long service in by Pascal. Tough ball. Flicked on. Sarant, and it's in! Sarant with her third goal of this tournament. And it's a big one. The fans in the crowd are absolutely loving it. Maria Francis Sarant, the difference so far in this game and in the second extra time period. This initial service causes problems. Ali able to flick it on. And Sarant just getting that foot around off the bounce, judging it well, and goes high near post. Nothing Roque could do about that one. And Puerto Rico will have to push now as they have less than 14 minutes to equalize. Almeida to Morales. Morales leaves her feet, and the foul is called in the penalty area for Trinidad and Tobago. Encouragement coming from the Puerto Rican players, and there's the foul. Crucial moments for both of these teams as Puerto Rico must push for the equalizer, and we'll see how Trinidad and Tobago makes changes in order to secure this potential victory. Cornwall. Ali. And there was no foul called, so that's a handball. Looking to play early, but Fernandez is in behind. Little creative pass there to Tori Paul from Ali. Tori Paul looking to take on Rivera, and it'll be a throw in for Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago will take their time to get to this throw in. And there's the captain, Afia Cornwall. Quick throw into Tori Paul. Douglas. Ali. Trinidad and Tobago doing well to manage the time here, to rest in possession as Puerto Rico looks to commit numbers forward. Morales looking to force a pass, but just the space is too big there in midfield, but Torres comes back to win it. Looks for the long attempt, and Keshwar not able to bring that in, and that'll be a dangerous corner kick for Puerto Rico. The service goes into a dangerous area, bounces down. Pardo on the backside for the reservice. Blocked by Tori Paul, and another corner kick coming for Puerto Rico. The in-swinging service from Torres, low and driven, saved by Keshwar. It's kept alive. Can it go on frame from Pardo? Blocked, but another corner kick, the third in a row here for Puerto Rico. Scary times for Trinidad and Tobago. They have the 3-2 lead here, but giving up 3 corner kicks in a row. In swinging service again to the top of the area. Helped on, Nieves. Not quite cleared out. Pardo drawing the hard challenge there on Serrant. The yellow card shown. And coming over, the good display of sportsmanship there. Big moments here for these rising stars from each nation. And Maria Francis' goal is the separator right now in the second period of extra time. Vasquez with the service. Into the 6, a header, and it's in! Cristina Torres with the picture-perfect header for Puerto Rico. 3-3 here in San Cristobal. The fans are on their feet. What a battle we have on our hands. A little dance to celebrate. And this ball just hangs up to the back post area. And just exactly how you write it up as Torres equalizes. That's a goal by number 11 in the 111th minute here in Estadio Panamericano. And we're back even here in a riveting game so far as Ali looks to take on the back line of Puerto Rico off the heel of Cornwall. And our center official will look to go check on Douglas here, who went down earlier on in the play. Both players from these countries giving everything they absolutely have to make their nation proud. This type of game so good for the development of these nations in Concacaf. What experience they're gaining so young in their careers. Torres looking to go up the left flank, but defended by 3 and intercepted. Mary Frances Sarant going the other direction. To Gans. Tori Paul. A battle here by Cornwall and Oquendo. It's been going on all day. Great defending by Nieves, a well-timed tackle, but it takes 2 to defend Cornwall. Left-footed service. Cornwall gets it on frame. A tough angle, but able to test Roque there with the attempt with the left foot. Almeida looking to create something for herself there. We are completely even on the scoreboard, even in shots between these two teams. Left-footed cross, Fernandez cleared. Vasquez finds Almeida. Looking for the half chance, but nothing to test Keshwar. A high punt there from Keshwar. Gets Puerto Rico in there and away from the goal that Trinidad and Tobago is defending. Cologne on the ball in midfield. Tori Paul in possession. The spaces are becoming bigger in midfield, and they're looking to exploit, just not enough bend on that ball to Cornwall. It's 3-3 here in the second period of extra time between Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago. Lots of goal scorers today in this matchup as we enter the 116th minute. Oquendo drives into midfield. Torres to Puerto on the half turn. Cleared with that right foot off of Latifa Pascal. And a corner kick here for Puerto Rico. Miriam Marcotte having a little talk with Alexia Ali. Puerto Rico proving they can be dangerous from a set piece, looking to convert on this corner kick. And Torres, who had the equalizer, takes it in swinging with her left foot. It's a little short to the near post, but dangerous. Able to keep it from going in. Wow, that was a dangerous one. And Puerto Rico maintains possession in the final third. Sound is building here in Estadio Panamericano from the fans. Both of these teams putting on a great display here today, and what atmosphere from the fans as well. Should this remain tied through these final few minutes, there will be a penalty shootout after a 5-minute break. DeGans looks to create something there, but runs out of space. Throw in to Puerto Rico. Almeida. It's brought some energy to Puerto Rico, Kaeleen Almeida. Tough challenge in midfield. Trinidad and Tobago looks to clear it forward. There's a player down, but play's on right now. And now play will be stopped to check on Sarant. Maria Francis Sarant scored the 3rd goal. She still has to go off. Trying to get up quickly in order to not have to go off the field. Jogging off now, as these are critical moments here for both Trinidad and Tobago and Puerto Rico. And Trinidad and Tobago will be a player down until Sarant is motioned back into the game. Christina Torres with some space, finds Puerto. Torres plays Almeida in behind. She's onside. Chased down by Latifa Pascal. Alexia Ali on the ball for Trinidad and Tobago. We're in the 120th minute here in San Cristobal, Dominican Republic. Both teams looking for a quarterfinal spot where they will face Mexico should they earn that berth into the quarterfinals. Playing for a World Cup berth in Costa Rica and Panama. Head coach Elias Yabres looking at his clock on his watch. And there it is, the final whistle of our 2nd extra time period, and it will be penalties that will decide who moves forward into the matchup versus Mexico for Concacaf Women's U20 World Cup qualifying. Players walking off the field here for Trinidad and Tobago and Puerto Rico, giving all they can. It was an exciting 2 extra time periods with a goal from each team. We'll be back with the penalty shootouts right after this. Scenes from Estadio Panamericano. Puerto Rico and Trinidad and Tobago getting set to go into penalty kicks. Some drama here in the round of 16. 2 goals scored in the final extra time period first by Trinidad and Tobago, Maria Francis Serrant. And then equalizing was Cristina Torres for Puerto Rico. And that's how it ended. And we will have the penalty shootout to determine whose hopes are kept alive for a potential World Cup berth here in 2020. Both teams getting set at midfield. Our assistant referee making sure everything is set and ready to go, and it will be Trinidad and Tobago, it appears, will take the first kick. Cyan Fernandez. Miriam Marcotte, the Canadian center official, will speak to both goalkeepers here. Both giving up 3 goals today, but also some crucial saves to keep their teams in it. Trinidad and Tobago will be first. Cyan Fernandez, the center back, will step up for the first penalty kick for Trinidad and Tobago. And able to put that in and convert is Fernandez for the 1-0 lead in penalty kicks. Confident step up here and just strikes it with power, sending Roque the opposite direction. Cleo Keshwar in goal, the 19-year-old. And it'll be the captain, Italise Vasquez, stepping up first for Puerto Rico. Vasquez takes a step back here on her right foot. And great placement by Vasquez. The captain, very calm, very composed, and ties it up here for Puerto Rico. Uses the inside of her foot, sending Keshwar to her right. And it'll be Sarah Dagan stepping up for Trinidad and Tobago for their second attempt in the penalty shootout. Right-footed shot, and it's bent around a diving Cristina Roque. Trinidad and Tobago lead 2-1 in penalties. A slow approach there, but puts just enough bend on this ball with the inside of her foot to bend around Roque, who chooses the right direction. Cristina Torres with the equalizing goal in the second period of extra time steps up. Her left-footed attempt, wrong foot Keshwar, and she puts it into the bottom left corner, 2-2. Placement key on the penalty from Cristina Torres. Picked her spot, able to execute. Mary Frances Serrant steps up for Trinidad and Tobago with the third attempt here in penalties. Steps up, and it's just under the dive from Cristina Roque. Taking a little dip at the end, and Trinidad and Tobago has converted all 3 penalties here. Keeps it low, does Maria Frances Serrant. Roque guessing the correct way again, but not able to make the save. Okendo steps up. And a little trickery there on that penalty kick to tie it up at 3-3. Very calm by Bellarica Okendo. Appeared to be going with her left foot and opens up with the right to place it in the right corner. The substitute here, number 20, Tori Paul, will step up the 17-year-old for this fourth penalty from Trinidad and Tobago. Left-footed attempt, and it's in for Tori Paul. Trinidad and Tobago back on top, 4-3. Roque unable to read that approach and penalties, and Tori Paul puts it away. Melina Pardo will put the ball down at the spot. It's the whistle. Pardo, no mistake about it. She puts that one away. A beautiful penalty kick under a lot of pressure. It's 4-4. A short run up for Melina Pardo, but buries it in the corner for the equalizing penalty. And the fifth penalty will be taken by Afia Cornwall, the captain for Trinidad and Tobago. Cornwall takes her time, setting the ball on the spot here for Trinidad and Tobago. Starts her approach. And able to convert with power. Roque able to get a touch on that, but just too much power on it. And Trinidad and Tobago goes 5 for 5 in penalties. Power from the captain. And the low dive, not able to get enough to push that over the crossbar. Number 16, Paula Morales will step up for the fifth kick for Puerto Rico to equalize here and send this into sudden death penalties. And the save from Keshwar! Morales unable to convert on the fifth penalty, and Trinidad and Tobago have booked their spot into the quarterfinals. Much deserved celebration from Trinidad and Tobago. Hugs all around for Cleo Keshwar, coming up big when it mattered. And diving to her right, Cleo Keshwar able to stop the attempt from Morales to put Trinidad and Tobago in the quarterfinals. Absolutely enjoying every moment is Trinidad and Tobago. A 3-3 draw through regulation and 2 extra time periods, winning 5-4 in penalties over Puerto Rico. A tough way to go out for Puerto Rico in their first appearance in this final phase. But a great show Puerto Rico put on today, equalizing late in the second extra time period. And Trinidad and Tobago will face Mexico on Wednesday in the quarterfinals. Haiti still waiting to see if they will face Guyana or Cayman Islands as they kick off at 6 p.m. Eastern. The left side of the bracket, USA versus Canada. Jamaica versus the Dominican Republic. 1 spot left as Trinidad and Tobago booked the 7th spot in to that coveted quarterfinal game. Puerto Rico gathering there, giving a great effort today. We'll be back here in just a bit for highlights from this thrilling game here in San Cristobal. A good one here in San Cristobal. Cornwall putting that 5th kick away, and then the save from Keshwar. That's what sends Trinidad and Tobago to a matchup with Mexico. Love to see the joy on the face of those players, understanding what it means in this international competition to keep their World Cup hopes alive. They want to be in Costa Rica and Panama. Puerto Rico, a very good game played today. Important words from the coaching staff as they suffer this loss, but it's their first time here in the final phase and really treated all of us to a great game here. Trinidad and Tobago booking their spot into the quarterfinals. Thank you for joining me. I'm Casey White. Loved being on the call for this one here today in San Cristobal, Dominican Republic. Stay tuned for the 6 o'clock kickoff with the matchup Guyana, Cayman Islands. Have a good one.